Welcome guys to the Final Fantasy II event. We don't really get many of these, so this one is pretty exciting for those guys who really like Final Fantasy II. Let's get straight into it. First we have Ragnarok. We don't really have enough Ragnaroks in Final Fantasy apparently, so let's add another one. 169 attack. So this is Firion's OSP. Deal massive physical, holy, and non-elemental damage to one target. Deals more damage for each attack dealt by the user. Up to 3 attacks can break the damage cap. I think the misconception that everyone has is the attack. Attack just means normally attacking. I think this means with his burst ability, it's command 1. So you need to do 3 consecutive attacks, or like 3 attacks in the game really. But other than that, it is a kind of decent OSP. At least it has that niche effect rather than just your typical OSP. So it's okay. I would give it like a little bit above average. Demon's Rod, 131 attack. So this Emperor's first BSB. It is his first soul break in the game, actually. I think he has another one on this banner. Deals 6 magic, wind, and dark attacks to all targets. Temporarily infuse the user with the power of wind. Adds a small boost of dark damage, can't forget that. And grant haste and burst mode to the user. Burst abilities deal 4 magic, wind, and dark attacks to one target with a moderate chance to interrupt suspending actions. In terms of wind and dark, it is a pretty good combination. You don't really see many bosses resistant to both. Second one, deal magic, wind, and dark attacks to one target, healing the user for a portion of the damage dealt. Unfortunately, this is just one attack, so you kind of want to deal as much damage as you can with a mage. You want to fucking nuke. Fortunately, this doesn't really do that, because there is no attacks to all targets, except for his initial burst ability, which is kind of unfortunate. So this attack kind of falls short. The interrupted spending action, sure, it's a good one, but outside of, I mean, when you're doing Torment Dungeons or Ultimate Plus where the bosses aren't, are resistant to interrupt, it does fall short. This secondary ability is okay, but the Drain ability, you're kind of in a situation where everyone's kind of on low HP. Say if a boss does a huge AoE attack, it ends up being pretty good. But in terms of wind BSBs, there's a lot better ones. Like, is it Rajan? I think it's Fujin. Fujin has a lot better a winded BSB, and also Alfie as well is a pretty good wind BSB. So what would I rank this? I would probably rank this fairly to average to maybe a little tiny bit above average, but other than that, it is kind of normal-ish. Gladius, 125 attack, deal 8 physical, poison, and non-elemental attacks to all targets. Temporarily infuse the user with power of poison, which is pretty nice. Poison is kind of a rare element to have outside of Byoga. Burst abilities, Poison Sting, 4 physical, poison, and non-elemental attacks to one target, reduce delay before hitting, so super fast. Second one, deal 2 physical, poison, and non-elemental attacks to one target, lower its mind and attack a small amount, raise the user's attack and mind a small amount. The only thing I can think of mind is reducing, say, debuff, like elements, such as like stop and everything like that, but other than that, I don't really get why she has mind. But it's something. It is a pretty good debuff because it stacks with quite a lot of things, pretty much everything really. Sunblade, this is the one that most people are chasing, including me. I really want this one. 130 attack, deal 4 instant ranged physical, holy, and non-elemental attacks to all targets, grant haste and burst mode to the user, and Magic Blink. The Magic Blink is absolutely huge because Firion is a damage dealer, and to have that on top of it is so insane. It's so freaking good because it lasts for so long in terms of ranking of BSBs. Chain Strike, deal up to 8 ranged, physical, holy, and non-elemental attacks to one target. The number of attacks increases more as this ability is used. So chaining for the win. Chain Launch is the second one. Deal 4 physical, holy, and non-elemental attacks to one target. Remove delay from the user's next action. This one's such a good BSB. It is like ranked one of the highest, if not the highest. I don't really know in terms of like combat BSBs, but man, I really want that one. Diamond Helm. So this is Firion's next one. Of course, it's the SSB, which gives him the N element. So this time it is N Holy for his OSB. More damage, the better. But other than that, that's really all it can do outside of just 6 attacks. So kind of a meh one. Emperor's Cloak. Deal 8 magic, dark, and non-elemental attacks to one target. Grant all allies a barrier that reflects damage. So comparable to Alfie's SSB. But Alfie's SSB does the attack and magic up, so this one is, again, falls short. So if you really like Emperor and you're choosing between Emperor and Alfie, the choice is kind of obvious now, unfortunately. But Emperor is a pretty good character as well. Ricard's, I keep forgetting how to say this, Curious or Curl, I think it's Curious, I say Curious, but sorry if I say it wrong, my English no good. So this is first Soul Break in general. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, this one kind of falls short because it's very situational where the damage dealt increases for each hero in the party that can use Dragoon abilities. Wow, that is really specific. 6 jump wind attacks to random targets. The end wind is nice. It's so interesting, right? But it's such a bad Super Soul Break just because of the weird effect that it has. It is really nice that they're coming, that DNA is coming like with all these, coming up with all these new effects, but this one's just weird. I don't like it. I really don't. It's very unfortunate to have it on Ricard. Thief's Gloves. I have this one actually. It is a pretty nice one. Unfortunately, it's the only one target. Lower its attack and resistance a large amount. Raise the use attack a moderate amount and resistance a small amount. Like I said, it's kind of unfortunate that it's to one target, but still pretty good. This one's a really good soul break. Like, I still want this one. I still really do, because it is armor, which is pretty hard to come by for FF2 specifically, and it raises the party's attack a moderate amount and defense a small amount. Really nice. Really nice buff, especially for the Torment. Alright, let's do this 100 gem draw. I still haven't done the Torment FF2 dungeon if you are curious, but yeah, I really want one of these soul breaks. Fortunately, I'm not going to get one today, at least not off the 100 gem draw. Ah, man, I don't know if I should just do it because FF2 stuff is really hard to come by. Like, I'd prefer to do it on Banner 1 if I'm gonna do an 11 draw, mainly because I got a couple relics on the second banner. I probably could get through the Torment dungeon if I really tried. But man, I would really love Sunblade. That's really one I really want to go for. Oh, this is painful. This is really painful. Really painful. Oh, I hate this. I hate the decision making. 203 Mithril. Should I save it? Or should I just go for it? Oh, this is gonna kill me, isn't it? It's gonna fucking kill me. Ah. God damn it. I hate this. I hate this so much. The only relic dupe that I have is this one. Thief's Gloves. It's like, what if? You know what? Let's do one. Fuck it. 50 Mithril. You only live once, right? What have I done? I only got one out of it. Oh well. Let's see what we get here. Please, something good. If I have Thief's Gloves in this, fuck's sake, man. Fuck's sake. Just please, something good here. Pretty bad one, to be honest, because I have none of Firion's other relics. So I'm pretty sad about this one, but it is an armor. I can use it for the Torment at least, so meh. I doubt I would have got something really good. Like, say, if I got 1 out of 11 in the anniversary, I'd kind of feel the same way. So, meh. Oh, gosh. It's painful. It is really painful. But at least it wasn't a dupe. So I'll see you guys later. Hope you have a good one, and peace out. I'm gonna fucking regret this. I know it. I really know I'm gonna regret this. We got a 5-star? Alright, that's not bad. I prefer that. I honestly prefer that. Oh, thank God I got another 5-star from a single. I just hated getting 1 out of 11, as most people do. It's pretty nice, at least. Just a soul break, but the good thing about getting these soul breaks now is it would get rarer and rarer later on. So it's kind of a collector's item, I suppose, as well. So thank fuck.